world. It's an early Monday morning and we have gotten up out of bed, me and my filmmaker friends, so we could review the most important movie of the year. I'm totally lying. It's Step Up 3D. I have no idea what to expect, but fuck it, it's cool dancing.
Pretty excited to get kicked in the head on some 3D.
I have actually seen the first two Step Up movies, so I'm actually pretty excited.
Okay, I'm gonna have Chris catch me up on 1 and 2, but I'm excited because John Chu's the director.
My mind's a little blown right now in two ways. One was the dance sequences are definitely amazing, and the movie is basically really amazing dance sequences sandwiched by some of the most asinine plotting you've ever seen in your life, but at the same time, I don't think anyone's going to the movie for the plot.
I walked out and I said, and that happened. But you know, the story, there is no story. I mean, it's Karate Kid, you've seen it all, you've seen it once, you've seen it 1,000 times. The dance sequences are unbelievable, and I think John Chu is sort of going to continue with the legacy that Michael Jackson left. So I think if you're just going for the dance, it's worth the $10.
Whoa! It is what it is, exactly. The dancing was amazing. It really was. The music's great. Like, it was just fun. Although I just don't feel like there was any point at all to there being 3D. Like, not at all. Like, there was. In fact, it detracted from the movie for me. Like,
if you can get past the 3D, which was very distracting, I almost wanted to like it. I almost wanted to be like, okay, it's kind of like we're there. But no, it got old really fast. And even the acting, which is really bad, I kind of forgive because I figure there's not a lot of actors out there who can dance like this. So you're kind of like, okay, but I will be honest, I teared up at least 3 times. So there's a movie there, and I liked this more than a lot of the movies I've seen this summer. And maybe because I went in there thinking this is gonna be the stupidest shit I've ever seen.
When did you tear up?
I teared. You did?
yeah, I did. But that's just it. Like the thing is, I'm a sap. I am bad,
Yeah.
and like. My thing is like, music is amazing. Music will.
Oh, I don't know.
Music can always get me, and so there were a couple times like when she was crying, she was really crying. I mean, she was doing a good job for what she, she's a dancer who is trying to act. And there were a couple of sentimental moments with the kid when I was like, oh, and that stuff gets to me, and whatever. I don't care. I teared up a couple of times, and I didn't cry.
You were like, at one point you go, the best friend, the girlfriend?
Yeah.
You were like, oh, she can dance too? I'm like, duh, do you ever watch Disney Channel?
There was like no setup to the fact that she could dance as well, and she was just, the whole time she's just moping around because she's like, oh, Moose doesn't want to hang out with me.
But she's in like all of the Camp Rock movies. Of course she can dance.
But then, this is the thing though, if she could dance, why didn't she just go dance with him? They could have still hung out.
She was good and he was great.
But she kept wanting to do boring stuff. Like his
because
choices.
We needed the build.
But that was the whole point of the story is that, some people, this is their thing. It's like give up your dream or, not give up your dream. And her dream wasn't dance, obviously. Yeah, but it's like all that stuff. It's great. Like there were some retarded moves. It was amazing to watch these guys do this stuff.
Old school dance sequence that they picked up.
Kind of sequence that they did.
I thought that was just so much fun.
Yeah, I kind of wanted the whole movie to be like that scene.
Let's really bring it down to like John Chu and what he's doing in terms of film work. I mean, on the internet with the LXD, it's amazing how incredible his work actually is, and the opportunities he's creating for dancers, and not only just showcasing, more type of street dance, but he's also showcasing some more classical dance too. His dancers are trained. Like, that's the good thing.
Yeah, and that was the great thing about this, is that the premise with the Pirates was that this guy went and found a dancer who does every single type of dance. Like, that was the premise. So you have this opportunity to show people, hey, this is one kind of dance that's out there, this is another kind of dance that's out there. And there were things that I'd never seen, and I was like, wow, that is amazing. I would go to a show and watch that on stage. Without a doubt.
It's like, where are they going to take this? Because we see him dancing, how are they going to win this battle? And then all of a sudden the water explodes and they're like dancing in the water. That shit was really innovative.
Why was there a water pipe under the dance floor?
Because we needed innovative dancing.
Because they needed
who builds a dance floor on top of faulty plumbing?
The SAG extras needed a water bump, you know. But I mean, here's the thing. It's like, I mean, I think it's so interesting because I wonder how much he manipulates the film in terms of speed and everything else, where you see the dancers like move and it's so intricated, and sometimes it's like they move really, really fast and they move really slow. How much is that manipulated by their bodies and how much is manipulated by the film? That's what I want to know.
I got the sense, I got the feeling that it was the dancers, which was great because I would hate to think that some of those dance moves were the film. That would really spoil it for me because I think these kids were way too talented to have to use that kind of a gimmick.
And then they use the sound effects too. So
sound was amazing.
Yeah.
Like sound was really good in this movie. Like I will give the sound guy credit because the music was great and the effects were just perfect. And all the songs, like all the dance happened with the songs. And if you do any kind of movie, you know that like whenever you see a band play or whatever, or a club scene, that music is rarely synced with what they're doing. So that was some amazing choreography on that.
Okay, I want to know, like, how did I need to see 1 and 2? Or is it totally a separate story?
The only connection between the main the kid Moose, he was sort of like a supporting character in the second one.
Okay.
And then toward the end, when like he opened the bay door and all those other dancers were there, that was supposed to be like the big oh my god moment because all those kids were like they were like the main crew in the second one. So it was like oh my god, they're back.
See, I figured that. Like I put that together.
That.
Okay, they had 2 qualifying rounds, and then you've got the World Jam itself, which has probably got to be a bunch of different rounds of dancers, but they didn't bore us with any of that.
Right.
They went right to the final dance.
That's one of my biggest things I would say about this movie is what I liked is that right when you almost started to get bored, they're like, let's show you some more dance. And you're like, yes! And you're back in it.
You know what? I would recommend it if you're like, only if you want just to go kind of turn your brain off, fun night out, you know, don't. If you like worship at the altar of Inception, this movie's not going to challenge you in the slightest, but it's a fun movie.
Well, don't go for the story. I could actually skip the 3D, but I think if you're really into dance, like dance is back, dance is huge, this is why to go see it. And if you're a fan of John M. Chu, you'll love it.
If you're a fan of just having fun, and you like music and you like dance, then go see this movie.
Say go see it for cheap. Otherwise wait for DVD, but it's more fun I think in the theater with the speakers, you know, and the surround sound, and that's what makes a dance movie a dance movie. And I did tear up, and I did, you know, laugh a couple times, and I was with them the whole time, so I gotta say. What I think the world is missing is more dance fights. Because I'm just saying that if we would like, you know, battle for oil with dance fights, it'd be a lot happier world.